Atlantic Lottery is proud to sponsor important community initiatives like this year's Canada Games.
Calling St. John's unique is like calling a humpback a goldfish. It's wildly different here.
Hello.
Hi, remember me? We bought your old house.
Yes.
We brought some mail.
Oh,
Hey.
the diaper subscription. I forgot to cancel it.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet the memories are coming back now. The Bevo app helps you keep an eye on where your money's going.
Like how?
Well, for one, it would have told you the subscription price had gone up multiple times.
It's a lot of diapers.
Well, extra's good. So where's the baby?
Oh, he's right here. This is the baby.
And that ain't no baby.
I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. No, never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time. I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. No, never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time. I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. No, never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time.
And a good Thursday afternoon, sports fans. Welcome back inside the Munn Fieldhouse here on the campus of Memorial University in St. John's, Newfoundland, Labrador, as Universal Media Inc. proudly presents live continuing coverage of the 2025 Canada Summer Games alongside Willie Hart, a.k.a. Bill. I'm Brian Rogers, his broadcast partner. And partner in crime here on the broadcast. So far, no arresting moments or anything like that. We have not been ushered out of our broadcast booth, nor will we begin to.
When you say arresting moments, you mean actually getting arrested? Because we've had a pretty close calls, what with security.
Well, yeah, but that was a long time ago. Let's forget that. Nevertheless, big game here. Prince Edward Island, Ontario. And at stake, well, you know, it's quarterfinal. A step toward the gold medal game. And the winner of this will take on British Columbia. It'll be Alberta, Nova Scotia, and either PEI and Ontario versus BC. So with the call of quarterfinal number 4 this afternoon from the Fieldhouse at Munn, here's Bill Hart.
All right, Ontario, always a powerhouse pretty much in every sport they're involved with, taking on PEI, and a great fan base in stands waiting for them. In the light green jerseys, PEI throwing it around, ending up in the hands of Alex Newson, who we mentioned a lot of times. And this is why, right off the bat, from outside the arc, 3 points, and PEI is up 3-0, and we are underway.
So Natty Newsom gets to cheer already.
Shante Murray throws it off to her teammate. She'll get it back. Shante Murray, obviously one of the taller members of our Ontario squad. Great defense there. Bounce pass out of PEI's possession into Ontario's. Taking a look around to find out who's open, and right to that name that we just talked about. And for 3, Shante Murray for Ontario. There we go. 2 quick threes to start the game. PEI now showing some offensive and
Traveling called.
And it's a travel. Ontario will take over.
The crew here this afternoon for this quarterfinal. The crew chief is Marisa Kelly, and the referees are Levi Bay and Brian Vaughn.
Maya Robinson. Trying to attempt to pass. It looks like
kind of slipped up a little bit, maybe fell back a little awkwardly.
Ontario will retain possession. Ball about to go into the hands of Scarlett Smith. Smith tosses it to number 13. Long shot, well short of the hoop, and it's going to bounce out of bounds. PEI will take over with 8.5 minutes left in this first quarter.
And Bill, we've been here for day 2. We'll be back for day 3 tomorrow as more semifinal action continues after a consolation game here in the morning. This is our first look at Team Ontario. And now the officials apparently have whatever was not copacetic.
All right, PEI
Right away.
almost lost it there. Their team manages to regain control. 7 from outside the arc for 3. Misses off the backboard. It goes. Rebound ends up in the hands of number 5, Shantae Murray. Ontario coming down now. Big pass from number 1, Ayla Corrigal. Trying to make some moves. And a very successful one off the rim, though. And collects her own rebound. And there's the easy 2 for Shantae Murray.
For the first 5 Ontario points in this game. Nice try there by Alex Newsom, but she ran out of real estate and ended up floating off the back.
Before we forget, now would be a good time to give a shout out to her nanny once again.
I just did. I said Nanny Newsom got cheer already, just 10 seconds into the game almost.
Where was
But
I?
You were right next to me. Just that.
Oh, I was gathering
We're
stats.
hearing each other. You're doing your thing, getting your prep done like a good broadcaster does. All good. Here comes one of our members of the crew, getting a timeout here. Gotta enjoy his supper.
Three-point shot from Scarlett Smith misses the mark. PEI ball loses it to number 5, Shantae Murray. Good on her for rushing back and making that defensive play. And she's turning that into an offensive one. 2 points for Murray.
Bill, after that rousing Nova Scotia victory over Quebec, and then the game that followed directly after with Alberta knocking off New Brunswick, though, was kind of quiet compared to that game. And
very
more
much
of the
so.
same right now with PEI in Ontario.
Fans just getting comfortable, getting adjusted, checking out the play. If you're an Ontario fan, you love things like that, though. Number 5, again, adding to her point total. 3 for Shantae Murray.
Well, they're going to have to have their hands full with her all afternoon long, it appears.
Alex Newsom making a play. Inside to number 9, Sophie Leclerc. That rolls around the rim and out, and Ontario will take possession as Mia Asuka makes her way down. Good coverage there from Newsom from PEI. Number 6 from Ontario, Amaya Robinson will take it. Hand it off to 15, Avery Varhag. PEI gains possession, hands it off to Singleton. Pass off to outside, and looks like we may have an out of bounds there. And Ontario will take over.
6:06 here in the first quarter to play. 10-4 Ontario. And number 5, Shantae Murray for the Ontario team has the majority of those points, 7 of the 10.
Getting physical with that ball. And a long 3 attempt. Falls a little short with the rebound from number 15, Avery Varhag. Supplies Ontario with an extra 2 points. PEI trying to answer back. Double coverage there on Alex Newsom. Expect to see a lot of that tonight.
I would imagine it'll be a tough chore, but I'm sure number 7 is going to be giving it 110% as she always does.
Julia Giz trying to get a shot off, but she was smothered by that Ontario defense. However, with that being said, there was enough physical contact to bring Julia to the foul line for 2.
And there's a look at why. More great work from Universal Media Inc. out of Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island. And there's the first one. So Julia Giz hits them both from the free throw line. And they're halfway there, trending 12-6.
Nice rebound. 15 recovers. Ontario still has that ball from outside the arc for 3. Once again, we'll say her name again. Shantae Murray, number 5.
Get used to it.
She has that presence on the floor, like, you go, uh-oh, that sort of, I think we'll have to watch her. And right away, she's proving why many are feeling like that. All right, PEI ball. Going to take it from inside their area. Harlow Hannums is going to take this. Substitution made for Ontario. Giz has it, throws it back to Singleton. Newsom takes a shot from outside. It bounces off the rim. Rebound collected by Ontario. Fight for the ball now on the floor. Whistle blows. And Ontario will take over. Four and a half minutes left in this first quarter. Ontario off to a pretty good start, 15-6 over PEI. Some great defense and offense all the way around. A throw to Ontario, number 9 brings it in. Pass outside again. Number 2 all loses it, and it goes out of bounds off the fingertips of Nina Vishnavets, whose role model, by the way, is Paige Buchers, plays for the Dallas Wings of the WNBA. Who knows, maybe someday you'll see some of these names that you're hearing playing for that league. PEI accepting the pass, and it goes for 2. That's Lexi Singleton. That brought a rise out of some of the PEI fans in attendance. Avery Varhog hands it off to Zuka. In the possession now of Ocean Dennis. Nice shot from Vishnavets. PEI running back. An errant pass goes nowhere but out of bounds. So Ontario will take that ball. And with about 3.5 minutes left in this quarter, see if they can add to their lead. Surveying the territory there, Ontario's Ocean Dennis makes a pass, and outside the arc for 3. That's going to sink and add to Ontario's total. Nina Vishnevitz once again. PEI trying to answer back, trying to get some points on that board. A layup not high enough to reach the net, so Ontario will grab that, hand it off to number 9, Mia Mizuka. A long throw across the floor to number 2. Vishnevitz. And we'll have a stoppage in play here with 2:48 in the first quarter.
Well, Bill, we sure hope it's going to be a nice tight game here, but Ontario is starting to enforce their power here, leading 21-8, and it looks like maybe kind of almost like replicating what we saw in the game before, when Alberta were just lights out from beyond the arc and in. Like pretty well every shot went in, and right now Ontario looks like they have a plethora of young ladies who can find mesh, and hey, they're showing you why they're up by a score of 21-8 here.
speaking of that last game, after the game ended, I jokingly told you that, and we said it on air, that the New Brunswick coach, I thought, I'm pretty sure I grew up with him.
And you did.
Played sports out on the street hockey. Bram Russell ran down before I could introduce myself. He looks at me and goes, Bill! And I'm like, dude! Had a little chit chat. And, you know, despite the loss, he tells me that this is the first time that New Brunswick, the women's team, has made it this far in the tournament. They're always used to playing consolation games and such, but very proud of what his girls accomplished. Making it this far, a little taste of what winning is like, and that's going to go far in the future for Bram Russell and the New Brunswick women's basketball team.
Yeah, it's a great story, Bill.
Good to see him again, too.
Yeah, that's awesome.
He got much taller.
Is he almost up to your height?
Yes, he is. And when we were hanging out as kids, he was not even close to my height.
Wow. So he really sprouted up, and you were already a Brussels sprout.
Yeah, it's a good thing that him and I got along, because I wouldn't want to be on his bad side. He's a big guy.
Ontario chucking down 2 more for a 23-8 lead.
Pass by PEI deflected, bouncing around a little bit, picked up by Ontario. And they'll move it down. Ocean Quinn was the first to get the hands on it. A 3-point attempt, rather, from Vishnevitz, and it fails to sink. She'll try it again. Why not? This time again, also off the rim, but a rebound collected by Ontario. And a pass to Vishnevitz goes out of bounds. And PEI will take over with 2:24 left in the first quarter.
Tough start for the young PEI squad. Real game, young team, though. Well coached and lots of heart. They're going to do their utmost to get back in this, but they better start putting some points up soon.
That's right, before that deficit gets too big.
And where they're double teaming and maybe even triple teaming Alex Newson, our team Ontario, that takes away their major scoring threat and their court generals, so to speak.
Ontario's passing that ball so well. Wow.
So confident.
They're finding the open people no matter how many times they're double teamed, triple teamed from outside the arc number 2. And once again, Vishnevitz adds another 3-door total.
Well, there's not a whole lot they're going to be able to do with that, unfortunately. It's just going to keep coming and coming. PEI now even facing that offensive juggernaut. Ontario defensively, they're making it almost possible to get over half court. And we're going to get a turnover here. So a tough matchup here for this young, unheralded PEI team that have really had a nice Canada summer games here in St. John's. This might be a real overmatch here this afternoon. You hate to say it, but hey, you're seeing it unfold before your very eyes, so there's not much more that we can say.
Well, we know what this PEI team can do. We've seen them play already.
They played a great game last night to advance.
Yes, they did. And the patience of number 10, Akile Bailey. Before she took that shot, she took a look down, make sure her feet were behind the line, and still managed to take that shot. That tells you how much time she's had before any defender got close to her. All right, PEI with the ball. Darcy Flick. Throwing that ball around, looking for some open space there. Julia Giz.
No room to move. The defense is just smothering it. Now another turnover, unfortunately.
Off to Darcy Flick, who doesn't have control of it, and it falls out of bounds. So Ontario will take over with Ocean Dentist. Handing it off to her teammate, Akila Bailey. All right, Ontario passing it around. Number 2 doing very well there. Vishnevitz, whose name we've named a couple times. All right, that dribble went off number 9's foot, Maya Bazooka.
Well, they're relentless.
She managed to gain control, but the shot clock ran off, and that desperation shot taken by Ontario went nowhere. 27.1 seconds left in the first quarter. It's been all Ontario so far. PEI desperate to get some points on the board before this quarter ends. That bounces in and out of the rim. Nothing for PEI. Ontario Down to number 2. And a little layup results in nothing. PEI will take over. 6 seconds left. Trying to get, and they lose the ball. Ontario will take it, and they will get 2 as the clock expires. And whoa.
Yeah, this is going to be a pretty tough ball game for Prince Edward Island here. I mean, Ontario up by 20 after the first quarter, and everything's falling for Team Ontario. So we'll step aside here. 1 quarter done in the 4th and final quarterfinal right here at the 2025 Canada Summer Games.
At Canadian Tire, we're here for all-day summer play. From the yard to the park, find all the games you need for non-stop family fun.
Is it about a place that stays with you long after you leave? Truth is, it's never what at all.
Hello.
Hi, remember me? We bought your old house.
Yes.
We brought some mail.
Oh.
Hey.
The diaper subscription. I forgot to cancel it.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet the memories are coming back now. The Bebo app helps you keep an eye on where your money's going.
Like how?
Well, for one, it would have told you this subscription price had gone up multiple times.
It's a lot of diapers.
Well, extra's good. So where's the baby?
Oh, he's right here. This is the baby.
And that ain't no baby.
Back at the field house here at Munn, all Ontario, 28-8. Now with a call of the second quarter, here's Bill Hart.
All right, back we go. Second quarter action, and already PEI has a deficit to make up for. Ontario showing some powerful ball skills. They're executing nicely, passing defensively and scoring, finding the open people, getting those shots off. And this young lady, we've been mentioning her a few times. She got another 2 points. That's Nina Vishnevitz, and she has been doing very, very well. Look at that speed going back on the defense.
They're relentless, like they're on the attack defensively. As soon as they lose possession, they're right in your face.
They don't stop and just admire their shot and their points. They know as soon as that ball goes in, it's defense mode. Coach doing a good job. PEI, another opportunity at points, and they do not capitalize. Ontario will march it down the court now with the help of Akila Bailey. Shot clock down to 13. Akila Bailey making some room for herself for a layup, and a pass outside for a three-point opportunity, and that's exactly what happens. Maya Mazuka for 3, and the lead just got bigger.
Well, for the young PEI team, while you're on the bench watching, it's hard to keep an eye on everything that's going on out in the court, unless you're, sitting from the bench, but keeping an eye on how they're moving the ball. Maybe some valuable lessons to be learned along the way. And I've seen their head coach look over a couple times and just go, wow, what are we going to do there? That's Carolyn Huggan with Doug Newsom and the manager, Kara Whitnell. So all is not lost. I mean, despite the fact that the scores run away, it looks like hopefully it's not going to be, like a stomping. But right now at 33-8, watch the game, stay involved, do the best you can here.
One basket at a time. You can't win it in 30 seconds. You need a duration of the whole game to do that. Speaking of the Huggins that you just mentioned, shout out to Jaden and Alexis Huggan on the PEI team. They are sisters. It's pretty cool to have, one athlete in your family do well, but to have two, good on you. Darcy Flick, Ellie Flick, also on PEI. All right, PEI looking for some points here. They've been stuck on an 8 for a while. And looking at the referee's decision here as a clean up over the monitor. Have a little. That ball's going to
At least PEI is going to get an opportunity for ball possession. I mean, this is going to be you know, a lopsided game, it appears. Hope the officiating have a pulse and get a feel for that, you know, just saying, hey, you know, I mean, maybe you want to teach an officiating game, obviously the best of your ability, but when a game like this is out of hand like it is already just early into the second quarter, might want to give them a little leniency. That's just me kind of begging for it. I don't like blowouts.
Frustrating for PEI, of course, to be sitting here this late in the game and only at 8 points. It's not, though, through a lack of trying.
No, it's just the dominance of Ontario and ability.
Just like that, boy, oh boy, Mia Mazuka, once again shooting another 3. That lead for Ontario continues to get bigger. All right, PEI. Show some spunk and some spirit. They're tossing it down from outside the arc. There's nothing there, but boy, yeah, I would shoot for a little 3 as well, just to get the bench a little excited. Points coming in bunches rather quickly. Rely on the 3 if you can. Layup, 2 points. There you go. Number 10, Akila Bailey for Ontario. Newsom. No luck there.
Well, in the spirit of the games, here's hoping they're not going to run up the score. I mean, they've got this game won already, and you want to see sportsmanship exemplified. That's what it's all about here.
But PEI also, you can tell that they don't want anything handed to them.
No, of course they don't. And I'm not trying to imply that. But on the other side of the coin, the officiating staff in a game like this has to, in my estimation, is, you know, like, let's not get ticky-tacky with some of the calls. I'm not saying that there haven't ticky-tacky calls, but, you know.
I'm just impressed that we're able to use the word ticky-tacky in this broadcast.
Well, I
that's
apologize.
No, that's a sign of professional.
Mickey
right
Mousy.
Mickey Mousy. All right, again, nothing for PEI. Unbelievable. Still stuck at 8, and more points for Ontario. Believe that score. Wow, 40-8 with 7 minutes left in the half. What do you do? It seems like PEI is throwing everything they have. Nothing's going in. The defense has been playing pretty well, but they're still, Ontario, managing to find a way around them.
Well, it looks like we're going to get a wholesale change here. All 5 on the Ontario bench are lined up. Or they're just getting up off their feet. That's all it is. Games like this is where, you know, you look at the Ontario coach, say, hey, you've got 10 skilled young ladies on the bench or more, pardon me. Of course, you're only allowed to put the 5 on the floor at the same time. But let's get some of the ones that don't play that many minutes in a game like this.
Number 15.
There's no scoring titles here.
Verhaag. Easy 2 there.
Sorry.
PEI is trying, I mean, they're doing everything. Pushing, they're shoving, they're working their way in, letting one of those baskets in. I mean, that'll be a moral victory right now. Know that they can't score off the bad luck. And a long pass to Ontario all alone, but no. Rebound accepted by Ontario and again denied. So PEI will take over there, or will they? I think there's a foul on PEI. And look about says it all right there from the PEI coach.
Doug Newsom. No, just keep rotating the guys in and out. I'm sure that's what PEI will do. Everybody is going to munch up a lot of minutes here. It'll be interesting to see if Team Ontario allows the rest of the gals who don't play as much to get some more floor time here in this quarterfinal. The game's already over, basically, even though we have still time, and I'm not being negative in that connotation, but it's 42-8.
Yeah.
You don't have to be a rocket scientist or an observant to figure that out. At least you shouldn't.
Yeah. Hey, this could be an Ontario blowout, or you're about to witness one of the greatest comebacks in women's basketball history in this country. 2 missed foul shots there, so the lead does not change. PEI, great opportunity now to take advantage of that and try to get to double digits. Looking around, trying to find some open players, and there's plenty around, but the defense for Ontario doing a great job covering everybody from outside the arc for 3. That misses the net altogether, but PEI does recover, but Ontario will take that bouncing rebound and take control. And number 4 handing it off to Ayla Corrigal. Up it goes to number 15, the very tall number 15, Avery Varhog, and she'll add 2 points to the Ontario lead.
5:39 to the half. 44-8 Ontario, who will move on to play British Columbia in a semifinal here tomorrow. We'll have the call on Universal Media Inc. And then we'll be back at the Munn Fieldhouse here for our 3rd day in a row. And it's been fun, too, learning the game. Thanks so much for your patience with me being alongside you.
So much fun.
But you're doing a great job.
I'm waiting for PEI to go on a big run here.
Oh, I love to see the Islanders, get some points. Let's go, gals. You can do it. But, I mean, Bill, think of the competition that, when you think of the population and the talent pool that you have to draw from. Team Ontario, I'm sure, and the PEI coaching staff would probably admit that the teams that they're playing along the way to get warmed up from here are probably stronger than maybe young PEI because of the population and the pool of talent that you choose from. And that certainly is not a knock.
No.
It's just them the facts.
Well, we talked to Coach Bram Russell from New Brunswick, as we mentioned earlier, and he was very proud of his girls, his women's basketball team from New Brunswick, who have never made it this far in a tournament.
Yeah, enlighten us on that.
Yeah, so, they've always been playing those consolation games, never this close to a medal opportunity. So, yeah, it's tough to lose, but it's also an experience that they can go back to in the future. They understand they're getting better, and that's the moral victory.
Yes.
Hey, look how far we made it this time.
Yeah.
Next time we hit that court as a team, let's do better.
Yeah, and that's a really good point and a great observation from Bram Russell, the New Brunswick coach, because, hey, it's a learning experience, but it'll make you bigger, stronger, and wiser. And, hey, come up against a powerhouse, you got to dig down just a little deeper. But, I mean, this is just a team that you look at every single player that's on the court still. And we're all putting up numbers.
Shantae Murray, another 2.
In a pretty jovial mood down on the Ontario sidelines. Loosey-goosey.
PEI has not scored any points this quarter. Not a one.
Yeah,
they ended the first quarter at 8. They are still at 8. And there's a little over 4 minutes left in this quarter. Almost 6 minutes of basketball and nothing from PEI.
Well, let's see if Ontario can honor the spirit of the games and not try to stomp them right out. But right now it's a 40-point lead, so I guess maybe the stomping's already been done.
From outside the arc, 3.
Still shooting threes. And of course,
I'll agree.
Team Ontario, they're going to back it up because they know they want a gold medal here, right? No ifs, ands, and buts. They're here for a gold like they normally get. They're not used to taking a silver or bronze.
I'm saying play hard, definitely. Don't try to pull back your talents, but maybe a 3 wasn't very necessary there.
Distribute the minutes amongst your entire bench.
Play as a team, win as a team. But again, we know where we are thinking ahead. Anything could happen. There's still a whole half of basketball on the go.
And Bill, that analogy, about everybody playing, is obviously awesome, and everybody should play, depending what sport it is, whether it's basketball, hockey, baseball. Nobody likes to sit on the bench and watch, a team get humiliated. You want to contribute a little bit to play. Anyhow.
Substitution for PEI. Julia Giz is out. Sophie Leclerc will take her place. Scarlett Smith handing the ball off to a teammate. Elia Corrigal.
There you go. Another 3.
That's 3 more points. And there you go. That's not a typo on your screen, everybody. That is Ontario 51, PEI 8. The toughest job for the coach right now is to keep your team enthused. It is so hard for these young athletes. They think maybe they don't have a shot, but listen, you do. Like your buddy Yogi Berra used to say,
it ain't over till it's over.
That's right. I know it sounds cliche, but you play
well, that
a
was
full
Yogi.
40 minutes. That's why they have 4 quarters. But right now, just get some points. Just score something.
Well, they're trying their doggone best, but Ontario's unpenetrable. And they're still shooting threes with a 51-8 lead.
PEI looking for an open, little bounce pass. Trying to get up there for a shot. Can't get it out. 5 will take it. And, oh, bad lucks. Ball still in PEI possession, though. All right, see what they can do. Find someone who's open from outside the arc.
There you go. Good on you, Prince Edward Island. Love it.
Yes.
Let's go, PEI.
Those who are just tuning in, that's the first points PEI has scored this quarter. Double digits. The score doesn't look that bad anymore. You've got 2 numbers in your score count. All right, Ontario.
And another foul against PEI. Yeah.
Scarlett Smith looks like is going to go to the line for 2.
.40 advantage, 51-11. They're back to the line.
Remember last game, a 30-point advantage seems shocking. I don't think I'm emotionally ready for this.
No. My emotions are absolutely running high here because I'm just learning this aspect of basketball and what the game's all about. But I've been around sport long enough to know that it's no fun rubbing it in somebody's face.
No.
I've been on the end of it, and I've been on teams that wanted to and was always vocal. Hey, we got enough, you know? Sit down, clam up.
PEI trying to find some open space for a shot. There you
And
go.
another deuce. Here we have it.
The comeback is on. 2 down, 40 to go.
Well, let's set a goal for PEI, Bill. Let's see. We're at 13 now, and you know they're not going to quit. They're going to give it their all. It'd be nice to see them get 30 points in this game, if that's possible. I'm not quite sure because of the stifling defense from Ontario and the full court press that's out there all the time in play.
Ryan Bazooka of Ontario just shot another 3 to add to the Ontario title. PEI, there's 2 more points there.
Hey, beauty. 15.
I'd like to see them get 20 before the half is over.
That'd be nice. Gonna need a couple 3-pointers though.
And some great defense to stop a juggernaut offense that is Ontario.
And this is our first look at them too, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. So I'm sure that you are either as impressed or unimpressed. Impressed with their skill set, maybe unimpressed by piling on. But hey, that's enough. 56-15 though.
Chance to add 2 more to their total here. PEI will have L Flick into the game. And swish, PEI, another point added.
Minute to go here to halftime.
That's off the rim and
we'll
out.
go.
Ontario will take over now. Scarlett Smith. That's outside to Ina Vishnevitz. And is that another 3 for her?
So here I was thinking it was a smattering of boos. It's a boom from the Ontario supporters. 59-16.
What's really impressive about this Ontario team. Oh, rebound, PEI, another opportunity for points. That doesn't go in either. As we approach the end of this half, already at 59, maybe more. We'll wait and see. Another 3 off the rim. Yeah. PEI will try again. At 59 points in this first half, that's more than a lot of teams scored in a full game during this tournament, during this qualification round. .9 seconds left. PEI would love to get off this floor and just try to decompress a little bit.
And they will get an opportunity right here. So, halftime, 59-16 Ontario. And we'll step aside, take a break away from this, and we'll be back with more after our halftime rest right here from the 2025 Canada Summer Games.
Now you can shop smarter at Canadian Tire with same-day pickup or same-day delivery, so you don't have to shelve projects for later. Shop smarter at Canadian Tire.
Calling St. John's unique is like calling a humpback a goldfish. It's wildly different here.
Welcome to Canada Games House, proudly presented by Canadian Tire, a place where Canada Games athletes, their family, friends, and supporters get to come gather, celebrate, and chill out. Suivez-moi, allons voir. Within these walls, we welcome, accept, and respect everyone.
C'est vraiment un espace incroyable dans un site formidable au centre-ville et on a hâte, tous les provinces et territoires s'intéressent pour être ici, puis même les familles.
I actually wasn't expecting this. It's really cool to have a place where your parents can kind of be a part of it as well.
There's a lot of activities kids can do, ping pong or foosball.
I think it's great that we have a place to come here to unwind. It's a great little community inside of the games.
It just has a warm sense of atmosphere about it when you walk in here.
Canada Games are about safe sport, about culture, about good vibes only, and that we have a space that celebrates all of those values.
Thank you, Canadian Tire, for making the Canada Games House a reality. Au revoir et profitez de votre temps aux Jeux du Canada.
Atlantic Lottery is proud to sponsor important community initiatives like this year's Canada Games.
One of the things to me about the Canada Games is it's truly integrated. We have athletes with an intellectual disability, with a physical disability.
Puis juste être inclus. Je pense que souvent, on est mis un petit peu de côté quand on est un peu plus jeune, puis qu'on est différent, puis qu'on a un handicap. Puis là, être à ces Jeux-là, c'était comme toute une grosse équipe.
It's important to have representation and to acknowledge their different perspectives of life.
When the opportunity is there, show up. The older you is gonna say thank you.
If you believe in yourself, you can make anything happen.
That's the Canada Games.
It starts with a spark and becomes a beacon, lighting the way. When the games are gone, the games go on. Turn up, take part. Orange Store, fuel the spirit.
Of all the things here that'll take your breath away, music is surely one. There's a certain rhythm to this place. Leave no song unsung.
Recycling sounds good on its own, but when it's done right, it's even more rewarding. And with Green Depot's express service, there's no waiting. Just drop and go. Who wouldn't love the sound of that? Visit greendepotnl.ca to learn more.
It's my time, it's my time, it's my time. I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. Now or never, it's my time, it's my time, it's my time. I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. Now or never, it's my time, it's my time, it's my time.
For generations, we've been nurturing the communities where we live and work. Providing space to grow and preserving the environment that surrounds us. Because we understand that when we invest in communities, we invest in the future. Crosby, committed to community.
When you're in a place surrounded by ocean,
you can walk in any direction and arrive somewhere spectacular.
For millions of Canadians, too much screen time is a big issue. But for millions of others, zero screen time is an even bigger one. We're committed to growing digital inclusion.
Gatorade. With electrolytes to help replenish what's lost in sweat. Carbs to help fuel your working muscles. And fluids to help you hydrate. Scientifically formulated so you never stop competing. Rehydrate, replenish, refuel. Gatorade.
A strong performer uses power wisely. The Toyota BZ4X is the official electric vehicle of the 2025 Canada Games. See our full electrified lineup at shoptoyota.ca.
In the quiet of the morning calm, where the sun rises at the dawn, and the birds sing their waking song, there's a story to be told. So if you hear a teller telling you a tangled tale, or maybe two, rest assured, every word is true, especially the bits they make up.
Introducing Vimeo Streaming, an all-in-one platform designed to help you turn your videos into a successful streaming business. Build your own custom branded app and connect with your audience across all platforms and devices without writing a single line of code. Deliver high quality, reliable, and secure video experiences, live or on demand. Turn video streams into revenue streams today.
I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. Now or never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time. I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. Now or never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time. I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. Now or never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time. I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. Now or never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time. I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. Now or never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time. I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. Now or never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time.
Recycling sounds good on its own, but when it's done right, it's even more rewarding. And with Green Depot's express service, there's no waiting. Just drop and go. Who wouldn't love the sound of that? Visit greendepotnl.ca to learn more.
At Canadian Tire, we're here for all-day summer play. From the yard to the park, find all the games you need for non-stop family fun.
We are back here at the field house on the campus of Memorial University, St. John's, Newfoundland, Labrador. As Universum Media Inc. under Charlottetown PEI proudly presents continuing live coverage of these 2025 Canada Summer Games right here in Newfoundland, Labrador. Now with a little recap or some insight as to what we witnessed after the first half. I'm going to let you take it away and you can talk till the cows come home.
First of all, can we contact Guinness? I just broke the record for eating a single slice of pizza. Speed records extraordinaire. But yes, look at that score on the screen. You'll see Ontario a big lead over PEI. And I don't know what the coaches said to the PEI team, but you have to bring them up, say, listen, you can do this. It's not over yet. You have to play 2 more quarters. Some tight defense. Score where you can. Make a game out of this at the very least.
Be yourselves. Have some fun. Relax. Don't press because the game is out of sight, out of mind here, but play it the right way all the way right to the final buzzer.
And that will not count. Ontario's lead will remain where it is, and PEI will take over. Now, I was reading some of the bios of some of the players, and the goals for this team coming in were not very high. They weren't expected to be around the medals, but here they are in quarterfinal action. They've already surpassed their expectations. They were hoping to finish in the top 7 or 8 in this tournament and go home with a little bit of pride on their shoulders, and it looks like they're going to get that.
Oh, for sure. They're going to go home with pride on their shoulders, and they should.
And not going down without a fight is what their goal is right now.
Oh,
just battle back.
There you go.
That's how things start. Just
right
like that. That's Tori Whitnell, whose role models are brother Nate, and I'm sure Nate, wherever he is tuning in, watching his sister, his little sister, do what she can to get back to this game. Ontario breaking the 60 mark now with that basket. PEI looking around. It's Alex Newson, whose dad played university ball.
There's one for Natty. Back on the island.
And just like that, now the game's getting a little closer, one step at a time. Try to capitalize on some of Ontario's mistakes if they make any. They're not making a lot, but if they do, be there to pick up those boards and rebounds and loose balls like that.
Nice
just
rebounding.
Like that.
Good job right there by Jaden Huggin.
Guy looking for an opportunity to get some 2 points there. Ball goes loose from outside the arc, number 8, and boom. Tori Whitnell once again.
Back. Lovely shooting by Miss Whitnell. 61-25. Good vibes only. Come on, PEI.
Ontario passing the ball around as the shot clock starts to wind down. 5 seconds left. A little pass inside, under the net, under the hoop, and misses. PEI will take over. It's transitions like that you have to cash in on. Oh, what a bad break there.
Slipping.
Alex Newson's losing her footing, and right back with 2 for Ontario.
Well, she wants the ball right away. That's
yeah,
got to be a little bit slick down there.
Nobody's more upset over that play than her herself.
She'll be all right. Here we go for 3. There you have it.
That's how you bounce back.
Shooting by Alex Newson, number 7.
I think if you have the hot hand right now, keep going there. Keep going back to the well.
She's the leader.
You want to make a game out of this? Hold off Ontario right here and break 30 points your next possession.
Oh, they're going to break 30. They're going to break 40. I might even get 50 here.
Just right now, if you can just get your 30 points there, well, they're sitting at 63 or 65, doesn't matter.
Yep, no. Set a goal here. Let's get up to 30, and you're right. Just keep chipping away. Well, they have the skill set to score 50. They're going to have to penetrate the defense of Ontario, which looked unpenetrable early after the opening tip-off.
Bounce off the rim. Rebound collected by Ontario. They'll take it back down. Ayla Corrigal passes it down. No points there. PEI back down. Here we go. Offensively, they're looking for some movement. Oh, Loose ball, and it's collected by Ontario all the way down. Number 1, layup, easy 2 for Ayla Corrigal. Alex Newsom once again directing traffic. She is the captain of this team. She is their leader. Trying to get some points up there. And that goes up, goes nowhere.
So you made mention earlier that they were double teaming and triple teaming her early into the game. And every time that it appears that Alex is getting ready for a shot or a dish off, there's 2 Ontario players converging on here to make life even more difficult. She's a great talent and a big heart and going to keep on trucking right here, right to the very end, despite being down by a whole lot.
Yeah. You have to keep your team motivated. That's the tough part right now. Keep them motivated. Let them believe that they are going to win this. They can win this. Just get some points on that board. I mean, baby steps. They racked up 20 points since they first scored late in the 3rd quarter after going through a long drought, which saw them not score anything for the first 6 minutes of that 3rd quarter. Well, that's second quarter.
That's because Ontario had the ball all the time.
Yeah.
And they were just draining threes. And when the 3 wasn't going in, the 2s were. But it looks like the Ontario team's strength is predicated on those shots from beyond the arc, like a lot of basketball is in this day and age. But the old days, I remember as a youngster seeing the Celtics play. There was a lot of action in the paint back in the NBA back in those days.
Right.
The slam dunk took over, and now the 3-point bomb takes over, and the game's completely different.
That ball goes off an Ontario player, so PEI will get it back.
I told you I was going to take a chill pill, and I did. Get a little food in the tummy and everything, but Pierre Boudreau made a really good point because I was kind of getting a little wound up there, and I don't want to take it over the edge. I've been known to do that on occasion, and I can't be doing that now.
No.
But anyways, it just seemed like they just kept pressing and pressing and shooting those threes while they were leading by 50 points.
Yeah.
But Pierre, you said, Brian, he said their bench, they're all strong. Like every player on this team can fuel the ball from back there, and that's a great point. So being a rookie in the broadcast booth for basketball, I fully understand that now.
Yeah. Well, you know, some of these smaller provinces, if you can find 2, maybe 3 bona fide superstars, sometimes it's very rare, at least 1 on every team. But Ontario, and you said it perfectly, I mean, it's the reality of the game. Ontario has a larger talent pool to pick from. You can actually say Ontario could put in a second team made up of players who didn't make this squad and would be competitive.
Exactly. Thank you. Attaboy. And we didn't plan that, folks.
Oh.
Another 3-pointer.
All right.
Here we go, heading to 40 and beyond.
I think everyone here in the crowd that's not from Ontario has a bit of a soft spot for PEI.
Well, you know they
back
do.
in this game.
And why not? I mean, underdogs are underdogs. And there is no way in the world that anybody could tell you that PEI weren't underdogs against Ontario.
No, and we also said this too. They weren't expecting this much success going in.
That's a fantastic
so
point,
this
Bill.
is already a win for PEI.
Yes, it is.
They've already went beyond their goals for this tournament. In every single small town in PEI, these young athletes have friends and family are going to be damn proud of them, no matter what the result of this game is.
They'll have a parade for the whole contingent from the island when they get home. I'm sure they will, and if they don't, they should. Nothing wrong with a little stroll down toward the Confederation Building, downtown Charlottetown. You stay at the old Prince Edward Hotel and right on the water. When the St. John's Maple Leafs would visit the PEI Senators.
I remember that.
Way back in the year. That's with my dear friend. And
well, look at that. I'm telling you right now, Alex Newsom.
Yeah.
Any college scouts watching, She's from Stratford, PEI. Maybe you've already talked to her.
PEI Senators back in the day, playing out of the Charlottetown Civic Center. Dave Holland, Sports Director, CFCY, Charlottetown. Used to be my color commentator and a big Leaf fan like you, Bill.
Ah, good man.
Anyhow, back to the hoops. And PEI battling hard here.
Yes.
Hold your head high and go to the hoop. Well, they're doing a nice job. 69-34. And Ontario is utilizing their entire bench, which is rightfully so. Everybody's getting a chance to play. So this is the final quarterfinal. We have already determined the semifinalists, so tomorrow's schedule will begin here at the Munn Field House at 10:45 with the consolation game between the Northwest Territories and Nunavut. We'll get our first look at Team Nunavut, and then the semifinals will be underway beginning at around 1 o'clock. So we'll have Nova Scotia and Alberta, British Columbia and Ontario. And they'll be followed with 2 semifinal games on the men's side. Still to be determined. And Billy, that'll do it for us tomorrow. We'll call 5 ball games and we get to sleep. Well, I'm sorry, I get to sleep in. You still have to drag your rather large carcass out of the wrapper at 4 to be on the air for 6. Does it take you 2 hours? Are you that big that takes you that long to get ready in the morning?
Well, you know, you get up, go to the couch, fall asleep again.
Oh, my goodness. I like early morning showers, and I crack it on cold just to make sure that I'm up and alive.
You get up that early because first you got to do is you got to watch some, sports highlights, check some scores, because this guy's not up staying late. If any of my favorite teams are playing on the West Coast.
No. Now there's action going on at the Newfoundland and Labrador Sports Center over on Crosby Road here in St. John's, not actually very far from Memorial University's campus, just down Freshwater. People are saying, yeah, what's Freshwater? Well, sorry, it's a road.
Yes.
It's also a community in Placentia Bay.
Yes, it is.
The home of Paul Healy, the former St. John's Maple Leaf forward, Philadelphia Phantom, whose parents were from Newfoundland and Labrador, from Placentia. Back in the day, Paul's uncle is Jimmy Hare, former referee-in-chief and a dear friend. And
goes out of bounds.
Little idle chatter there. Back to the game, but
a little over 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Harlow Hannums, who fell in love with the game at summer camp. She watched some counselors playing and she got an interest in it. And here she is representing her home province at the 2025 Canada Games. Shoe tying there.
Well, I was trying to add on to that story about PEI because that's where my dear friend and my childhood buddy and former teammate in baseball, not hockey, but Richard Gary Bonus from Sunnybury Avenue in Fairview, where we grew up together as youngsters. First time I had seen Rick in a while, he was taking over the head coaching job of the Ottawa Senators in '94-95, which turned out to be a massive start to his illustrious career as one of the longest serving bench bosses in the National Hockey League. Coached more games as a head coach and an assistant than Scotty Bowman did, and Pat Quinn, and that's quite a feat. He didn't have the winning percentage, mind you.
No, he did not.
But hey, Bones is still one of the great guys in the game, and he's now retired and living back home in Grand Lake, Nova Scotia. And I know that Mr. Edward Milligan, Esquire, who is one of our lead guys here for the broadcasting crew with Universal Media Inc., is a good bud with Rick, and they're both outstanding golfers. Anyways, that's the story. Killing a few more seconds, and Ontario is doing a nice job here. They're sitting at 69, and they're not really forcing the issue. And that's sportsmanship. That's the spirit of the game is unfolding there. All right. They wanted stories, and I know they're not
That's
all,
right.
but
Nope,
it still ties to PEI, right? And that's why being a little bit of a homer here.
Ontario. Throw that ball around. A very tall team, this Ontario squad.
There's the first three-pointer in quite some time, and that was a boom from a couple of the Ontario supporters. Again, like Alberta, the fans that were gathered into the section cheering being relatively subdued,
right,
knowing that the end result is not much in doubt, and being good sports.
Yeah, well, you definitely have to respect that.
Yeah. Yes, it is the Canada Games, and every once in a while I have to remind myself, hey, you're not calling the pros, you're calling potential pros, but you're not calling pros.
No, you are not, but
young athletes that have aspirations of being a professional.
That they do.
72-38 as we approach the final minute of the third quarter. Ontario on their way for a matchup with British Columbia, one of two semifinals tomorrow here at the Montfield House. Nova Scotia and Alberta will be in the other.
So while this game isn't over yet, we've seen all teams that will be playing in the semifinals. And you'd be hard pressed, even though it's too early to say, to not look at Ontario as a possible favorite if they hold on to this win.
Well, they got to beat BC first.
Yeah. But
that's not going to be an easy task.
All the four teams that are left, who's the favorite to kind of move on and perhaps possibly win it all. PEI, another two there.
That's up to 40. Way to go, gals. Keep it going. We got another quarter and you get up to 60. You keep pressing.
I guess the bottom line is those semifinals are going to be fantastic games.
They sure will. Ooh. But you and I had a quiet conversation after it was all over and looked at you and said, and I don't know much about the game, but BC looked awful strong.
They did.
Now, are they in the same grouping as Ontario? Well, we're not going to make comparisons, but I got to believe that they're going to be a real tough team to beat. It's going to take everything Ontario's got to knock off BC. And the other semifinal, as the third quarter comes to an end, will be Nova Scotia, Alberta. And you've been tuned in here, you know who the two of us are cheering for, although we're not supposed to be home. Blue Nose Power, baby. That was a great game. Big comeback for Nova Scotia over heavily favored Quebec. And we'll step aside for a timeout here from the 2025 Canada Summer Games.
Atlantic Lottery is proud to sponsor important community initiatives like this year's Canada Games.
Hello.
Hi, remember me? We bought your old house.
Yes.
We brought some mail.
Oh.
Hey.
The diaper subscription. I forgot to cancel it.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet the memories are coming back now. The Bebo app helps you keep an eye on where your money's going.
Like how?
Well, for one, it would have told you this subscription price had gone up multiple times.
It's a lot of diapers.
Well, extra's good. So where's the baby?
Oh, he's right here. This is the baby.
And that ain't no baby.
So many iconic sights. You might want to get used to saying wow.
Hey, where could I find these shoes? Heads up!
Whoa.
Keep up this back to school with Adidas at Sport Check.
Back here at the field house at Memorial University, and thanks to our good friend Pierre Boudreau, he and Mathieu Landry doing the French broadcasting. of basketball, talking zone defense. And Bill, I'm going to drag you into this once we get going and you get an opportunity as the fourth quarter gets underway. But you got work to do, big fella.
Yes. Oh, yes. Well, PEI playing a much better game, of course, and we'll go back to that defense momentarily. But right now they're getting some points on the board. Ontario doing the same. But that lead is much smaller than what. At one point, they were leading by 50 points.
And you'll be able to explain what Pierre told me because you know what it is once we get a chance. You're seeing less three-shot points from Ontario, and for good reason.
Well, yeah, well, PEI
so
shifting to a zone defense. So earlier when they started this game, they were going one-on-one, and we saw how powerful Ontario is. They are fast, they are quick, they can move. In some cases, much bigger than their PEI counterparts. So a man-on-man, one-on-one defense wasn't working for them. So switching to the zone where they stay in one area and protect the zone instead of the individual. That allowed them to stop the opportunities that Ontario was having for shooting three-pointers.
So you spread 3 players out in the zone defense and have 2 back?
Right. It's all about the zone. Layup.
And in.
Another 2 points for Vishnevitz. Number 2 getting a lot of points in this game. Well, a lot of Ontario players because they are getting everyone a chance to get on the floor for this.
Everybody's playing in this game.
3-point shot off the rim. Rebound. Ontario, they'll bring that back down now. Long pass. Reached by Akila Bailey. Number 7, Emma Firth will take a shot. Nothing happening there. Stops it from going out of bounds. And Ontario still in possession as the shot clock is down to 7 seconds. And wow, that's pretty darn impressive. Emma Firth adding to the team total. I'm not surprised.
We haven't mentioned much.
Yeah, would be surprising if everyone on this team is going to be getting a couple points.
Well, they should be getting an opportunity. You get hit the floor first, and I'm sure that's the plan. I shouldn't say I'm sure, but you would hope it would be.
All right, PEI is going to go to the line now. Taking these shots will be Julia Giz of Charlottetown. We mentioned before that while she's fantastic in basketball, she's also a very accomplished volleyball player. Volleyball PEI Athlete of the Year in 2023 and 2024. So she could have easily been on the province's volleyball team as well.
I think I asked you that last night. Would you think just maybe? You got to love that, though, if you have an opportunity. You imagine being in the running to be on one of 2 teams for your province. You're that good in 2 different sports. That's very impressive, to say the least.
Speaking of volleyball, beach volleyball also taking part during these 2025 Canada Games. Newfoundland and Labrador undefeated at 4-0.
Nice.
We know our beaches here on the Rocky.
We don't have many.
No, they're rocky beaches. We train on rocky beaches.
Nobody has beaches in Canada like Prince Edward Island. Let that be known as a natural fact. Jack.
Outside the arc. And number 4 for Ontario, Ocean Dennis, will sink a 3 of her own. As Ontario has increased the lead to 40 points.
81-41.
Nice try. Ontario will take it back down. Little physical play there. Nothing there.
Would you be surprised if all of a sudden Ontario has started to step on the gas just a little bit so they don't get out of their rhythm as they prepare for their semifinal against British Columbia? Or is that a factor with time running out?
I think it would be insulting to PEI, to be honest with you, if they did pump the brakes a little bit here. You know,
well, like Pierre explained, the zone defense helped them.
It did.
Defying Ontario for getting as many shots from beyond the arc as they had early in the game as everything fell.
Ontario playing that ball around. Shot clock down by 10. A layup off the rim. And yes, another 2 points for Ontario. Less than 7 minutes to play in this game. Quarterfinal action. Winner moves on to the semifinals.
Well, this has been a wonderful experience, Bill. And I'm talking the basketball now because as we go along and you get more comfortable, it seems maybe a little easier to call. You just have to clean up a few things, but it's a fun game to broadcast. It really is.
It's very exciting.
And you've stepped in and never did it before until starting yesterday, but you're doing a great job.
I've always been a fan of this sport. Watched a lot of games on TV, watched a lot of games live.
I got to be honest, I was just one of those guys who was either baseball, hockey, or football, and that was it. You couldn't convince me to play anything. I played a little bit of lacrosse in Fairview as a youngster, but I got whacked and hacked so much with those lacrosse sticks that the shoulders were shot, and when it was time to swing a bat, you could barely get the bat up to your shoulder. I mean, I love the game of lacrosse, but man, back when it first started, Centennial Arena in Fairview, it was ferocious, and Halifax had some great teams back in the days.
I love how the sport of lacrosse has grown, not only here, but throughout the region, throughout the country, too.
Yeah.
The professional lacrosse leagues.
It's a tough sport.
We have a team in Atlantic Canada, Halifax Thunderbirds.
Yeah, that's right. Boy, I tell you, that's a tough game to play, too.
Oh,
I don't mean tough from a standpoint of physicality, but just a tough game.
Yeah. I'll add that to a sport that I'm okay not trying, second only to rugby.
Oh, don't get me started on that.
Oh, boy.
No sport is more physical than rugby.
That is it.
Rugby, my brother Ron, my late brother, used to go to Dartmouth Academy. And when I was getting ready to go to football practice with the Westmount Redskins into Halifax, drive the bus, go to the Halifax Shopping Center, he'd be coming home across the Angus L. McDonald Bridge, bloodied and loving it, smiling like a Cheshire cat, and I'd be standing with my helmet, my shoulder pads on, getting ready to get the bus for the quick 15-minute run to practice. And he goes, well, I won't repeat what he said. He said, you're going to football? Try rugby. It's a man's game. And he was 2 years younger, and I'll never forget that.
Man.
It brings a tear to my eye when I think about that.
Football without the equipment.
And the rugby sevens here.
Yeah.
Rugby's a big sport here in Newfoundland, Labrador. And I know it's popular in Nova Scotia, and I think New Brunswick as well now, because we had those rock teams for the long. This time led by Dr. Patrick Parfrey, of course, who now is in the provincial government. But, yeah, more stories. Sorry, Kate, but it's 86-43, and we're just inside 6 to go.
We're all pretty
but
excited.
Yeah, that's a great sport to have it here, and I think Seth Hyde and Matt Little have been on the coverage there.
Right.
Was yesterday or today, I think, medals?
That was yesterday, yeah. Ontario winning the gold.
No.
Rugby sevens. Yeah.
Shocker.
Yeah. Over BC. Bronze going to Quebec. That's on the men's side.
Yeah. And
here we are. Here we
got a bronze, right?
And here we are talking about how tough of a sport it is. Rugby sevens women's, of course, very popular here as well. And that gold medal went to BC after beating Ontario yesterday. Nova Scotia did make it to the bronze medal game, but lost to Alberta 21-10.
Yeah, that's our producer Mike gave us that update there a game ago. We got a shot of them over in the crowd. Well, congrats to all the medal winners. I know Newfoundland and Labrador is one of the smaller provinces as well, has only got 2 so far, but congratulations to those great athletes from the Rock that made us all proud, and hopefully there's more in store. But when you're up against a lot of these, like we said before, juggernauts, sometimes it's tough to go.
Yeah, but I think a lot of us always root for the underdog, you know?
Oh, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Underdog, and who was it? Sweet Polly Purity?
Sweet Polly Purebred, wasn't it?
Sorry. I'm starting to lose it here a little bit. I'm so tired. I'm giddy. I'm crying when I laugh, you know? That's how exhausted we are. 96-46.
Man.
See, so sorry, gang.
That's okay.
I can step aside just for a second, right?
50 points. There you go. The lead is back there for Ontario.
Oh, my.
Boy. You want to go down and just high-five the girls from PEI yourself, you know, just say, listen, congratulations, you guys, making it this far.
Oh, my. Oh, I love broadcasting.
Yeah.
Sometimes though, you gotta reel it in.
Yeah. Well,
they've been trying to tell me that for 50 years.
Yeah, why
Bill.
stop
It still
now?
hasn't
Why
worked.
stop
yeah,
now?
shag it, man. I hit 70. I'm just going to live my life.
Let's do it up.
The way I want to. And if anybody will have me and put up with my nonsense, I'll take it.
Sure. All right.
But hey, when it comes to be time to be serious, though.
Yeah. Well, we'll do it.
Yeah. Anyhow, yeah, and I agree with you. Go down there and to give high fives and give a hug to all the young PEI gals here because it's been a great tournament for them.
It has.
They're playing this out of sight, out of mind Ontario team, and they're doing extremely well, sticking around here. They never gave it up. Now, come on, gals, let's get to that 50.
That's what we want to see.
There was a point we said, let's get 20.
Yeah.
Get to 30.
That's right.
Then after that, you can get to 40. And now you're 4 away from 50.
Simple as that. All right, Ontario has that ball. 3.5 minutes left to play in this game. A big, big lead for Ontario. A lead of 50 points. And they have possession with the ball. Ontario does not quit, shooting for a long-range shot. That's Ontario number 1 with the layup. That fails to sink. Still, Ontario has it. Via Mazuka. Rebound collected by PEI. And off they go, leading the charge. That is Lexi Singleton from Charlottetown. And Lexi Singleton and Ontario's Nina Vishnevitz have something in common. They both listed their role model as Paige Buchers, who plays for the WNBA's Dallas Wings. Shot clock counting down to 5 seconds. The shot has to go off. No success there. Ontario will take over. 2:20 left to play in this game. Quarterfinal action. Winner moves on to the semifinals. No mistake in the score this time. We had some jokes at earlier games where the numbers were slightly inflated, but this one is true. 96-46. Ontario with 2 minutes left to play. A rebound collected by Ontario, another 2. Some substitutions now. Players coming in, players coming off.
1:56 remaining here in this quarterfinal.
And again, a great experience for the players that are taking part. This is like our country's, our own mini Olympics here. The best of the country. And speaking of such, who's to say that we won't see some of these young athletes representing Canada somewhere down the line? Or Team Canada.
It would be really nice to still be around.
Yeah.
If the good Lord will have it that way and see that unfold. Wouldn't that be something? Say, I remember that great young athlete.
Well, I'll tell you what, I would not be surprised if a few years down the road, watching women's basketball for the Olympics representing Canada and seeing Alex Newson's name being mentioned.
There's another 3, or make that, 2 for, no, it was 3. 101 to 46. Let's get to 50, girls. Need the 3. Right here. Whoops.
Sink.
Well, coming from 8, getting up to 46 against this team is pretty impressive. Because they were held scoreless for They were held scoreless, were they not?
Yeah, they for a while.
Did they get anything in the second?
The second quarter was like 6 minutes, and the quarters are 10 minutes in this game. It took a while because they were stuck at 8 for the longest time.
Well, after this, we'll have the 9th and 10th place game between host Newfoundland, Labrador, and Manitoba. And Bill, mercifully, after that one, my friend, we can head to our respective homesteads, get a good night's sleep, and get ready for day 6 competition here tomorrow, which should be another action-packed day of activity at the 2025 Canada Summer Games. How about that score? Loving it here. Just take a snapshot of that up there.
46-1.
No offense to the Graphic Gang, but man, wouldn't that be awesome?
Wow, that's some great defense from a PEI.
Yeah.
Holding Ontario to just 1 point. Not the case. Viewers who are just tuning in, freaking out over that Ontario
Do not
score.
adjust your screen.
Yeah. Ontario is up at 103 right now. PEI 46.
And there's 30 seconds left, and would have liked to see that one drop. Nevertheless, going to applaud the Prince Edward Island team for staying within themselves and playing so extremely hard here against a much more skilled team. And a lot bigger team as well. The Islander girls giving up a fair amount of size here, but don't tell a PE Islander that that they can't do anything. They'll get right in there, and they've always had great athletes, diehards.
And that'll do it.
Well, congratulations, Ontario. They'll take on BC tomorrow, and congratulations, Prince Edward Island. We stand and applaud you for such a gallant effort by the young Islander gals. So that's going to do it. We're out of here. Back with the 10th place team game next. Right here at the 2025 Canada Summer Games.
It's my time.